up this morning and I pray to the Most High. The sun is shining so bright. I'm blessed to live this life.
Yahawashi, blessed be Yahawah, blessed be Yahawashi.
Welcome to the
Helpmeets Hangout.
Hey, because this is where
the Helpmeets Hangout.
Hey, welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout. Because this is where the Helpmeets Hangout.
And this is where we hang out, and this is where we be at, and this is where we pull out the Bible and the precepts. All praises. Snaps to the Most High. All praises, all praises. I am your host. Welcome to our channel. If you are new, Shalawam. If you are a returning viewer, Shalawam. All praise to the Most High. I am your host, Abarriyah, and this is your host,
Lily.
To the Helpmeets Hangout.
Y'all, I'm excited to hang out today.
Yes, we are so happy to be here today. Shout out to the shout out to the brother Obadiah and the brother for allowing their wives to have this platform. We thank you, brothers.
Thank you.
Praises. And shout out to the Most High for allowing us to speak His words. All praises to the Most High. So, let's get the foundation of precept, and without further ado, we're gonna get into the juice, the tea of the Bible. 1 Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Yahawah. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which the Most High giveth, that Yahawah in all things may be glorified through Hamashiach, Yahawashi, to whom we praise dominion forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
So you already know we want to speak those things that are pleasing. And it kind of reminds me of that precept, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be accepted in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer, in Psalms 19. Verse 14. So we want to make sure the things we're saying are pleasing in the sight of the Lord. We're speaking His words and not of our own belly. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
Word we shall get account for.
Okay, honey, and that's scary. It make you stay in order. It make you double check things. But Lord willing, sister's been doing well through the Spirit, hold down the household. Enduring through all things, finding a just balance in the season that you're in, feeling good through the Spirit. Today we are going to talk about. Today is going to be an episode on faith. Just a really good faith booster through the Spirit. I know we've talked about faith before. Faith is going to be the foundation of a lot of conversations that we have. But today we're going to talk about how sometimes when you're going through things, you have to realize that the teacher is silent during the test. Sometimes you might get hints here and there, but as like in school, like when I was in school, the teacher would be like, well, you can ask me a question here and there, and I might guide you a little bit. I'm not going to tell you the answer. But for the most part, the teacher is silent during the test. Seeing, are you on your own paper? Are you focused? Are you looking around? Are you wasting time? And just how you are dealing with the questions that are being asked of you during your test. So I think today will be really interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and give the floor to Sister Abarriyah so she can start us off. And yeah.
Okay, so I love that saying, the teacher is quiet in the test. Let me get the full quote because I love that quote. I absolutely love that quote. Okay, so if you haven't heard it before, it says, when you're going through something hard and wonder where God is, remember that the teacher is always quiet during the test. And when I first seen that quote, I thought that was so beautiful. And when I had said that the other day to my husband, he was like, nuh-uh, the teacher talks sometimes. It ain't always quiet. I was like, bro, that's not the point, bro. You missing the whole point. Like you're missing the whole point. But like she said, sometimes you'll get a hint here and there. Sometimes the teacher will give you a hint, but they'll be like, "You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out
Right.
because you've been training for this moment. You've been coming to class all year long, studying, getting all the materials that you need, and now it's the test for you to apply it. I can't help you. You now I gotta let you go. I
Yeah.
gotta let you fly those wings. And
Mhm.
I think that is so that definitely can be applied to our walk. We often we say this a lot through the spirit, but when we pray, the things that we're going to receive in prayer, they don't come in a bow in a box. Like, no, your answered prayers come through hard times, they come from tribulations, they come from experiences, they come from bumps in the road. So if you want faith, the Most High is not just about to bring you a balloon with faith in it and you pop it. Oh, I got faith. No, he's going to put you through a situation where you have to apply that faith. You wanted faith, right? This is how you get it. And so it's
Mhm.
like, think of it like this: when we're in this walk and we're reading our Bible, we're reading our word, we're studying, we're praying, we're fasting, and we're just, trying to do what we can do to grow. That is like, you got to think like a teacher will give you all the tools you need to succeed. Every tool you need, like in the beginning of school, you get a syllabus and they tell you everything you need to bring to class. They tell you what they, they had an objective and you find out, well, what you're going to be learning, what you'll need for that class. They give you everything you need. Sometimes they give you like what's some things called exit tickets. Sometimes you got tickets when you come in. You got to do all those things are helping you. Sometimes they do like pop quizzes to just try you on the spot, to put you in that heat, to put you in that fire, to see where you at. Sometimes you got they just do stuff to help you succeed. And the Most High is the same. He's already given us every tool that we need to succeed. Every tool, this Bible has every tool we need to succeed. The Most High has wisdom that He's given us. And so you kind of got to think on our day-to-day walk, that's us like attending class. You know what I mean? That's like us attending class. And then when we get in a hard situation, when we get in a trial of tribulation, we get in a season that is troubling to us. That's kind of like your test that you would get at school. Okay, now here's the big test. Here's the big exam that you got to pass. You prayed for this, and in order to get the answer prayer, you got to show me if you can pass this test. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of what that makes me think of, related to school. And it's just like the Most High, He's not just our disciplinary, He's our Father too. And it's just like any parent, you're not gonna always you're not gonna coddle your kids. You're not gonna always hold their hand. You want you want to be there for your child and let them know that you're there and you love them, or whatever. Give them that emotional security, and so they can be emotional mature, or whatever. But if you're constantly always hovering over your child, always holding their hand every single time, like they have to grow. They have to grow. And sometimes they have to, you kind of got to let go and let them fly on their wings and learn and make mistakes so they can grow and learn for themselves. And the Most High He's the same. He's no different. He's the same way. He has to let us go sometimes and let us fly on our wings. He's not going to always come to our rescue immediately. You know what I mean? And I not to be long-winded, I'm trying to hurry up. But I remember I remember reading this devotional on this Bible. I'm gonna see if I still have it. Like I remember reading this devotional on this Bible app. And it was about basically what we're talking about. And I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it because it has your past ones you did in here. I'm gonna find it because Lord willing, because I want to show y'all this clip that it showed me in there. And basically the girl was, I'm not finna tell y'all. I ain't finna tell y'all. Y'all just finna we finna just look at this clip real quick. I think it was this one called Waiting On. No, I don't think that one is it. Um okay, I think it's this one, God, where are you? Some of these plans be fine now. Don't count them out. Oh, yep, I found it. See that? That's the spirit. All praises. All praise to the Most High. So this particular devotional, it was called God, Where Are You? And it says, I'm gonna just show you a video. I'm gonna show you a video. Because there was this Okay, let me show it to you. Dang, I'm gonna pull it up on the screen, and I hope they don't copyright us. Fair use only. Fair use. Let me see. Let me log in real quick. But to give y'all some context, Lily, go ahead. Say, do you have anything you want to bring out?
I was being patient, sis. I was being patient with you. Okay. No, you said a couple things that kind of resonated through the spirit. I was going to say, along with like how you were saying, like the teacher will give us a syllabus, the things on there. You also have things like extended office hours. You have other resources. So you have like tutoring, you have one-on-one time with your teacher and things like that. So it also reminds me of having that support throughout our walk. So we have sisters, and then we have one-on-one time that we can, which would kind of be like our tutors that can help us get through this thing that may already have the experience. And then a one-on-one time where your professor is you going and supping with the Most High. And even though, that time, it may not provide you all the answers right then and there, it might bring you some clarity throughout your walk, because sometimes it does get nerve-wracking when you come and it's time for the test, because like Sister Abarriyah was saying, it doesn't always look like how we want it to, because those pop quizzes in class or those pop quizzes in life, like those small little tests, are not going to look the same as when you get to the final exam. The final exam is going to cover everything those pop quizzes, everything those tests had on it. So sometimes when it comes to, the big test that the Most High is trying to show you, you might feel like, dang, I feel like I keep doing the same thing over and over again, like this season. Because even myself, like, I was looking in my journal and I was writing stuff down. And I'm just like, I keep dealing with the same thing over and over again. It's like, girl, then you're not passing the pop quiz. You're not passing these small quizzes. And another thing you said, it made me think about this precept right here. It says, Sirach 34:9, it says, a man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom. He that have no experience knoweth little, but he that have traveled is full of prudence. So you gain wisdom through these things. You gain knowledge and understanding, not only of how to endure through life, but also wisdom of the Most High, that you can also then you'll be able to move a level up and you can become like a tutor. You can become that sister that sisters go to in order to talk to and be like, how do I go through this, or how did you get through that, or different things like that. But I thought you brought out some really, really mighty points.
All praise, that was beautiful. Con, you said it right there, because like you said, like those pop quizzes, kind of think of those as your small day-to-day tests.
Mm-hmm. So like get on your nerves.
Exactly. It could be something as simple as the cars are not moving fast enough and you already getting out the spirit where you should be practicing long suffering. There's tests every single day that the Most High is going to throw on you any given second to see how far have you came in your walk, where are you in your walk, and are you really operating the fruits of the spirit. And then you got those big tests, those hard seasons, those time. Y'all know the big tests I'm talking about. When you in a hard season, going through tribulation, catching you in that fire, going through it, catching affliction, catching hell. That's that test I'm talking about. And sometimes I feel like the Most High's not there, but it's like, why? And I'm like, why do we think he's not there when he's always been there? He was there when you was getting a new car, that new job, all that new stuff. But now you done got hit with some affliction. You think he just left you?
Right.
Where's your faith at? Come on now.
But he formed you in the womb, baby. Okay, so it's like you gotta remember those precepts and keep them on deck too.
Mm-hmm. Oh Lord, I hope they do not copyright us. But if anything, we'll just get a strike and it will not do anything detrimental. But fair use, YouTube, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. So, okay, I want to share this video. It's very beautiful. Pay attention to the context. Pay attention.
Everybody has a hero.
You can see it. Y'all can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's only 5 minutes and 58 seconds. I know y'all attention span be small. I know Israel attention span don't be that long sometimes. But just bear with us for 5 minutes and 58 seconds, okay? Like you banned through that TV show on Netflix or that movie.
Finds my dad.
Yes, I can.
Since Mom died, it's only been us. He has a way of filling my life with color.
Dad. Which one?
That one.
Sometimes I don't understand his advice, but I trust him. And what always brought us together was our love for running. One day, I'll be faster than him. And when I am, I'm gonna win every marathon in the world.
Abby? What's wrong, champ?
Or at least that was my plan. I'm losing my sight.
And real quick, read to me the lowest level that you can see on there. What is called is interocular melanoma.
Eye cancer.
Unfortunately, you will lose your vision.
That was the day my father disappeared.
Okay. Come on.
Dad!
Wakey, wakey. Ready to run, champ? Come on.
I thought he would always be there for me. I guess I was wrong. Dad, where are you? Dad! You abandoned me. Where are you, Dad? Where did you go? Do you not love me anymore? Am I still beautiful? Are you no longer proud of me? How could you leave me when I need you the most? Dad? Dad, why did you leave me?
Abby thinks I've left her. And as much as it pains me to hear that, she's right.
Dang.
The best that we can do is save the actual eye so that cosmetically she doesn't lose them.
That's my girl. That's my girl. It's my little girl.
There's support groups, and I know this is a very difficult time.
No! I've left her to realize she's more courageous than she ever imagined. I've left her to discover how beautiful she is from the inside out. I've left her to challenge herself in ways she never considered. I've left her to discover how strong she really is. Abby, it's me.
Dad?
It's me, baby.
Why did you leave me?
I was right here. I was always here.
Where did you go?
I was always here, baby. Listen, no one believes in you more than I do. You know that. Think about how far you've come. Don't you, baby? Yeah.
My dad says he gave me what I needed, not what I wanted.
Okay.
You ready?
Folks, what we're seeing here is amazing. This is a testament of true love.
Love is allowing someone to see their true worth and beauty.
Boy, that's powerful.
I used to think my dreams were over. I thought I'd never run again. And even though I can't see my dad, I know he's guiding me the entire way.
In the moments where you...
Child, tell me what you think. I know it was hitting.
Honey, you gotta watch that with your spiritual eyes, okay?
That was deep.
Yeah, that was really good. That was a really good example. It really shows that we are stronger than what we think, and we really have to have trust and confidence in the Most High. And like I was saying earlier, you know, he knew us before he formed us in the womb. He knows how many hairs are on your head. If he knows these things, then why do you think, like, it's crazy? It reminds me of Jonah, like when he just was running. Like, we have to exercise faith. We have to remember the God that we serve. We have to remember who we are and whose we are. Y'all know that's my favorite. Y'all know that's my favorite right there. And then also go into the serenity prayer. Just remembering the things that you can and can't change, and just having the courage and the wisdom just to know the difference between both. And sometimes getting out of the way, because sometimes we put ourselves in predicaments that we don't have to be in because we're so busy trying to handle everything instead of letting the Most High do it, instead of allowing the Most High to bring us through it. And I'm not saying don't put the works in, but what I'm saying is sometimes we do too much, and we have to remember our role, remember our place, but also remembering the strength that the Most High put within inside of you. Like, you are a daughter of Zion. You are a chosen daughter of Zion. You are very strong. You are very mighty. You are a very mighty sister. So any sister that's watching this, you're a very mighty sister. And you have to recall those spirits of our foremothers, okay, that were moving in righteousness, and understand how Judith was able to chop that man's head off, and just how Susanna was able to trust in the Most High, and she was delivered out of those situations. Even our forefathers, how Daniel, he was delivered out of the lion's den, and they didn't submit to the ways of this world or give in and serve these other gods because they were getting weary. You can't go into believing in 4 or 5 different other religions just because you're getting weary and you're getting scared, and the Most High is not showing up when you would like him to. He's not there. Like the Christian proverb that we have in the world is like, he may not be there when you want to, but he always on time. Like, he's always on time. He's always there exactly when you need it. When you need it the most, that's when he'll be there. And he knows what's too much for you. He knows what you can handle. And it's not saying that these things won't arise, but it's just saying that the Most High, he's the one that's going to help get you through those situations, because he's the one who allowed us to be in these situations. So I think that video was very beautiful. It was very beautiful.
Con, I'm glad the Most High put that in my spirit, because I honestly forgot about it. I remember when I was doing that devotional, it says that I did it in 2023 in September, and that was a while ago. But I did that devotional. I was like, oh, that thing gave me chills. Like, it really just puts it in perspective for you. Like, she had this goal, she had this dream that she wanted to run a marathon and beat her dad at running. Then life came with the tribulation, and she ended up losing her eyesight. She was blind. And she felt like her dad was no longer there. Like, she had to struggle all on her own. But when you watch the end of it, as it's planning from his perspective, he was always there. She just couldn't see him. He was always working. When there was a biker coming towards her, but she couldn't see it, he told the biker to move. And it's like, that's how the Most High be. He sees what we don't see. He protect us from things we didn't even know was coming our way. And when she broke that glass, who cleaned it up? Her dad. When she made that mess her closet, who cleaned it up? Her dad. So it's like, oftentimes, look, the Most High, he's picking up the pieces and helping us. And he is all in the tribulations we're going through is help molding us to be stronger. Because after she went through all that and she realized that her dad was there that entire time, she got through it and she was able to what? Go run that marathon. That was her answered prayer in a sense. So it's like, we just have to remember that, like, when we go through tribulation, we cannot let our flesh take us so quick to the mindset of, oh, the Lord is not with me. He's not dealing with me no more. When he's with you more than ever, you just might not see it, but he's there, because you gotta like, you really gotta train your mind spiritually. Like, when has the Lord ever forsaken you? Name me a time when the Lord has ever forsaken you. And so when we go through these hard times, we just have to remember, like the sister said, who you are and who you are. Remember the God that you serve. Remember the God that you serve, and know that he has your back, and know that he's going to give you strength, and he's going to make a way. That this is not to break you, but to make you. What don't break you, make you, as Lily be saying. And so I wanted to read a few precepts. Jeremiah 1:5. This is to keep quoting it, so I'm going to just pull it out for her. Behold, before I formed in the belly, I knew thee. Before I came forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So the Most High, he's been known us. But I also want to read this. This is in Psalm 77. Because David, he felt the same way. This is, now when I read this is what I took from it. So y'all, you let me know what you think. Y'all let me know what you think. But David was going through some troubles. I'm going to just read it. Psalm 77:2. In the day of my trouble, I sought the Lord. My sword ran in the night and seized not. My soul refused to be comforted. And I was also looking at different translations. And basically, during this chapter, David was going through a lot. And he was like, you know, sometimes how you might be feeling so heavy, like you don't even know what to say. Like sometimes you feel like you can't even open your mouth. That's how he felt in this chapter. So I'm going to skip down to verse number 5. No, I'm going to just keep reading. I have remembered Yahawah and was troubled. I complained and my spirit was overwhelmed. Selah. Thou holdest mine eyes waking. I am so troubled that I cannot speak. I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times. I called to remembrance my song of the night. I communed with my own heart, and my spirit made diligent search. Will the Lord cast off forever? Will he be favorable no more? Is his mercy cling on forever? Doth his promise fail forevermore? Hath Yahawah forgotten to be gracious? Hath he in his anger shut up his tender mercies? Selah. And I said, this is my infirmity. But I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. I will remember the works of the Lord, and I will remember thy wonders of old. I will meditate of all thy works and talk of thy doings. And so when I read that, I was just like, dang, like David, like he was basically saying what a lot of us feel sometimes, like, dang, is the Lord done dealing with me?
Right.
Have mercy on me no more? Did he forsake me? But then he was like, you know what? I'm going to remember how the Lord never forsook me. I'm going to. He said, I remember the works of the Lord. Surely I remember thy wonders of old. You know what? I'm going to remember his mercy and his grace. I'm going to remember it. So I think that's a choice that we can make, a conscious choice. You know, while those fleshly thoughts and feelings may arise, dang, is the Lord done with me? Is he done being merciful? Has he just left me here to die? Has he just left me here to go through this alone? Make that choice that I'm going to believe in his power. I'm going to believe in his might. I'm going to believe in his wondrous works. I'm going to choose to have faith and remember the works of the Lord.
I was going to say, that reminds me of Romans 8:28. It says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. And when the sister was saying how, you know, the young lady, she dropped something, her dad cleaned it up. Like the Most High, he's moving pieces. He's moving pieces around. He's doing things that it seemed crazy to us. It seemed like even when you explain it to somebody else, it's like, this is not making any sense. It's not supposed to. Because if we knew all the answers, it wouldn't be a test of our faith. The Most High wouldn't have to prove us. You do have to remember that we are still being proved. We are being proved through it all. And it's crazy because I was watching something. I don't know if it was earlier, or maybe it was yesterday. But I was watching something, and the lady, she was saying how her and her husband, they were riding through I think a new town where they just moved, and there was a building that she saw because she wanted to open up a school, a Christian academy. She wanted to open up a school, and they rode past and they saw this big building that had a for rent sign on it. And her husband was like, why are you making me turn around? Like, you already know that we don't have no money. And she was like, can we please just go view the building? You know, if the person let us view the building, then fine. If they don't, then fine as well. So they go, they view the building. She talked to the man. They do a walkthrough of the whole building. She's like, this building is spectacular. She says, sir, the only thing about it is I don't have any money. You know, and it sounds crazy going up to somebody who renting a building and you already know that you don't have no money. Like, what? Like, are you coming in here to play games or what? But long story short, the man ended up telling her the same thing that she did is the same thing that he did when the person was actually selling the building. So not renting the building, because he's renting it, but he was actually selling that property. So he ended up loaning her a lump sum of money to get started, and then on top of that, he loaned her a lump sum of money to like furnish it, because you know you want people to come in, look at the school so they can sign their children up, and you know they not seeming like you're getting over on them with the tuition rates and things like that. So in order for her to have a quality school, like, he loaned her all of that money. He said, the only reason I did this is because somebody else did that for me, and I believe that this is God testing me and seeing how I was going to handle the test. That's what the man said. The man said he felt like this was God seeing how he was going to handle the test. He was like, I trust you, and please, don't screw me over. But it was a beautiful story. And her Christian academy is up and running. And it's like small things like that. It's like stuff like that. If somebody else,
and so sorry not to cut you, and this is real.
Okay. Yes, this was real. I'll send it to you. Yeah,
Please.
it was real. I watched it earlier, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, it was so crazy because it's stuff like that. It seemed, and like I said earlier, you talk about certain things and you witness certain things, and it sound crazy. It sound crazy, but that's how the Most High work. He do different miracles. He do different things, and he move different pieces in order to align it so that you are able to go and you're able to share your testimony with other people, so that when they hear these words, it brings their spirit to life. It helps them continue enduring. It helps them be like, you know what, I'm going through a hard time right now, but you know, this sister was able to overcome, and you know what, I can do the same thing. You know what, I'll be able to help another sister. And like my mom always say, a lot of times when we're going through things, it's not even about us in that moment. It's about how you get through this experience to help somebody else. So, you know, Lord willing, you know, if sisters are going through hard times, or if you feel like the Most High is not there for you, that this episode is helping you understand that sometimes the Most High is silent during the test. Sometimes you have to look around and you like, you know what? I cannot see the air, but I'm still breathing. I cannot see the wind, but them leaves is moving. Okay, that back there is moving. I can't see the wind, but it's moving.
That's powerful. Wow.
So you got to remember the wondrous thing. All the other Matthew 6:33. The Lord is out here feeding the animals and the birds and the beasts and the fowl, and they don't know how they getting their next meal.
But they getting it.
Exactly. So you got to remember those things like that.
They don't be stressing.
Okay.
They might. I don't know. They get fed.
Probably.
Sure.
We don't know though, but
right.
still getting fed. They getting fed.
Exactly. Why we say the same thing? That was so beautiful. Definitely send me that, please. Most High, He works in mysterious ways. I was reading. I want to read this precept real quick. Then I'm gonna tell y'all what I was reading earlier. So this is Matthew 6, and y'all know we just gotta start from verse number 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, and your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are you not much better than they? Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit into his stature? And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow, they toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you that even Solomon, all his glory, was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast to the oven, shall he not much more clothe thee, O ye little faith? Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things will Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that you have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahawah and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. That was a mouthful right there. And I think there's another precept I wanted to get that says, the one about your heavenly Father knoweth the numbers in your hair. I also want to get verse 9, Matthew 6 and 9. Be ye not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth the things you have need of before you ask him. He already knows what you need. You over here stressing, but he already knew what you needed. What makes you think he ain't already done it? And he just wait on you to have some faith. Like, come on.
Wait. I was watching something else. Wait. Hold on. This is oh my gosh. It just was like a whole download. Oh, okay. All right. So she was saying, I'm trying to get together because it was a lot. So she was saying that it was a function that she was getting together for her friend, and they were surprising her with it. But the friend was at the house. The friend, she's already dressed. She has her clothes on, has her outfit on, and she's sitting and waiting. But she was saying that she was being told to just, I guess everything at the venue was still being pieced together or whatever. But the person that was coming to pick her up, they were like, well, just ride around the block one more time because we not ready for you to pick her up yet and bring her there. So she was like, this is what the waiting season is like sometimes. This is like what it when you have to trust in the Most High. She said, you could be sitting at the house and you're ready. You've already gone through all the tests that you were supposed to go through. You passed the test. You got 100 on your test. You did all of that. You've learned. You've gained the wisdom, all of that. But you're still waiting. And you have to wait until the Most High at the venue has everything in order, everything lined up perfectly for you. And then the person that's coming to pick you up, which is now you arriving to your destination and getting there, you have to be patient in waiting. Okay, you might have to circle the block a couple times. I mean, they might have to circle the block a couple times. You might be looking on your phone like, they thought maybe, the Lord, gave me a dream or something, and it was supposed to happen like this, and that. It might not happen exactly it might not play out exactly how it did in the dream, or it may not look exactly like how you thought it was going to look when it comes to, but you have to be patient as well during the test. You have to be patient. You have to, like Sister Abarriyah said, exude those fruits of the Spirit. Have that long suffering, have that patience, have that temperance, and not getting so anxious, not, oh, this is never going to happen. Oh, I'm never going to make it there. You don't know when the time or the day is going to be when the Most High just like, ding dong, okay, is come on out to the car so we can take you to the venue. So you could get to the destination that you planned for, and the Most High is allowing you to live out an answered prayer. So when you're going through these things, when you're going through your tests, remember that sometimes you're going to have patience. Sometimes you might, like on a test, you might be like, nah, it's A, nah, it's C, nah, it's A, nah, it's C. But be confident in your answer the first time. Be confident in the Most High. In the Most High, the first time, you don't have to waver. When it comes to the Most High, He don't waver about you. So you don't have to waver when it comes to the Most High. You already know He's going to get it done. The Most High is not a man that He should lie. He's not a man that He's going to say one thing and then do something differently. If the Most High already have it written in your plan, then that's what it's going to be. And a lot of times I'll be like, it's really already done. It's really already done. We're just waiting for the time to catch up for us to get there to the destination. So you really just gotta exercise that patience.
That was beautiful. This sister came with 2 good examples.
That's
okay. All praises. all praises. That was beautiful. I love this episode. This might be my favorite. This might be my top favorites of all the ones we done did. We done did a lot of good ones.
I know.
If we had to do a top 10, I don't know how I would choose.
I don't know either.
Okay, so this is Luke 12 and 7. It says, but even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore, you are of more value than many sparrows. And a sparrow is a type of bird. Yep, it's a type of bird. It's looks like this. Looks like this little guy. Y'all probably not can see it. Just Google it. But the Most High, He knows, like, I don't even know how many hairs on my head. Child, and I probably will never know because you know how many hair follow. Like, what? I don't think it's possible to know how many little tiny bits of hair you got in your head. But the Most High knows. And the Most High, He just really works in mysterious ways. But something that I really want to emphasize and stress is this right here. Matthew 9:29. It says, then touch ye their eyes, saying, according to your faith, be it unto you. So that's when Christ was telling some, let me go back and see who He was telling it to.
I forgot.
Start at 27. Go ahead, Lily.
No, my bad.
Okay. And when Yahawashi departed thence, 2 blind men followed Him, crying and saying, thou son of David, have mercy on us. And when He was coming to the house, the blind man came to Him and said, and Yahawashi said unto him, believe ye that I am able to do this? They said unto Him, yeah, Lord. Then touched He their eyes, saying, according to your faith, be it unto you. So He was talking to the blind man. He said, you think I can do this? He's like, yeah, Lord. Okay, according to your faith, be it unto you. Think about this. He wanted to see, do you really believe me though? Like you really, and Christ would have known if he was lying. In a different translation, it says, then Yahawashi touched their eyes and said, let it happen then, just as you believe. Another translation says, you believe that I can make you see again, so it will happen. Another translation said, because of your faith, it will happen. So it's like, depending on how much you believe, how much faith you got, be it unto you. You think I can make it happen? Say less. You think I can't?
And then it won't.
Exactly. And the Lord tells us that, of course, the Most High is merciful, but we gotta have faith, y'all. We have to believe in the God that we serve. He does not like when you lack faith. He don't like that because it's kind of like a slap in the face. Like, you done seen me work in your life. You done seen me work in your foreparents' life. And you still doubting me.
Yeah.
You know we the people of the book, because child, we seen the Most High part the Red Sea, and we still wasn't believing.
And they were still down there. No, listen. I was about to say they seen the miracles, and they were still down there making golden calves and.
See, why we saying the same thing?
What?
For real? That's crazy.
They didn't care
at all. This is James 1:6. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. Hold on, I'm gonna start at verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High that give it to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So it's like, if you lack anything, ask the Most High. But ask in faith, because if you waver, you're not going to get it. Period. And this is Hebrews 11:6. I'm going to start at 1. I'm going to read 1. I'm going to go to verse 6. Hebrews 11 is a chapter about faith. I love that chapter. So I recommend that if you struggle with that spirit, because I do understand it's a spirit, but it's like something I said last week. Your flesh is only as strong as the power you give it. Your spirit is willing and your spirit can be stronger, but what are you doing to make it stronger? You know what I mean? You got to really get in that ring and fight them demons. You got to fight. You got to use the tools you got. Throw up some prayers, throw up some fasts, read your word more, pray that pray for more faith, read precepts on faith, read Bible verse on faith, read the accounts, different accounts in the Bible where the Most High came through time and time again. He was with Jeremiah in the dungeon. He was with David in the lion's den. He was with Susanna when she didn't get to put to death for something she didn't even do. He was with and Baal didn't even know where to go give Daniel that food in the lion's den. The Most High picked that man up and took him to Babylon to give Daniel that food in the lion's den. It was like the Most High be guiding us. He's always there. But this Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. In verse 6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. I'm gonna read that again. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. The Most High don't take pleasure when you lack faith. He don't. I mean, I didn't say it, his word did. Don't argue with me. Take it up with the Lord, okay? Look, he don't like when we lack faith. So it's like we really have to hone in and remember the God that we serve, that the Lord will fight for you, shall hold your peace. He wants us to come, the Most High is it kind of like, I remember watching this video and the brother was saying like, a parent be, they quick to get a child whatever they need, whatever they want. What makes you think the Most High don't want to do the same thing? Like you are his child. Again, he's not just a disciplinary. You are his child, and he loves us more than anybody ever could, more than our earthly parents do. Like we came from him first.
All right.
We are his kids.
We are borrowed.
Okay. We are. And it's like the Most High loaned us to our parents. And it's like the Most High doesn't he don't want to. There's a precept. I would have to find it. It's kind of like goes. It's kind of like saying it's the one. It's the one in Ezekiel where like he doesn't take pleasure in the death of the wicked. Ezekiel 33:11. Let me read it real quick. Okay, this is Ezekiel 33:11. Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live. Turn ye from your evil ways, for why will you die, O house of Israel? The Most High, he's not up there, he don't take pleasure, you know what I'm saying? And really having to get up with us for real. But we kind of push him there because of our constant disobedience and constant lack of faith. And so the Most High really don't want to get up with you for real, but you're going to make him. You keep lacking faith.
Yeah, because it repented the Lord a couple times for saying, listen, I don't even want to deal with y'all no more. And it the Lord was repentant of that. It's like, he's like, this my babies. These are my children. I don't want to be like that. Y'all is pushing me there. Y'all pushing me there. I don't want to be like that, but I had to be like that in order to teach y'all a lesson, in order to prove y'all. But the Lord doesn't, like the sister was reading, he doesn't take pleasure in that. So thinking that when you're going through a hard time, oh, the Lord, he must want to punish me or da da da. Now, sometimes it is, listen, we deserve more punishment than what we get. Okay, let's not get confused on that. We get less punishment than what we deserve. But for the most part, the Most High is not He's not unjust in the things that you're going through, the test that he has given you. He's not unjust in giving you that test. He's not unfair in giving you that test. The Lord is a man of balance. It's a reason why you're going through what you're going through. You have to go through these things in order to be the woman he designed you to be. In order to be that mighty sister that you desire to be, you have to be built up through the Spirit some kind of way. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. If it was easy, everybody would have the same test as each other. We don't all have the same test. We have variations. We have variations so that we're able to help one another. And like how we were saying, you could have like pop quiz, or you could have like, say if your teacher give you a little cheat sheet, guess what? That's a sister going through the same tribulation, or just came out of a tribulation and is able to help you in what you're going through right now. You talk to another sister, you be like, oh my goodness, I was just going through that. I was just going through that. So that's the things that are going to help you get through what you're going through. But the Most High is not unjust in giving you the test the way that he's giving it. You got to change your mindset. You have to, oh, this is working together for my good, instead of, oh, why me, Lord? Why me? Because you're chosen. That's why. So the next time you want to ask why or how come, like how children do, well, why I got to do this? And how come I got to do this? And, why couldn't I just do this, and that? It could be worse. The test could be worse. The affliction could be worse. The proving could be worse. But just know the Most High is there. When you need him, all you have to do is ask. He knows the things you need before you come unto him. Humble yourself before him so that he may exalt you in due time.
Kind. Yes, like that's that precept in Ezra. The Most High, he's punished us less than our iniquities deserve. We deserve way worse. So yeah, sometimes that stuff do be punishment. The Most High be getting up with you. But regardless if it's punishment or if it's just a test to try you, like it was for Job. And look, Christ got tried and he ain't do nothing. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you just whatever the Most High sees you fit to go through, you just gotta take on a chair and roll the punches for real.
Mm-hmm.
You got kind of taking on chin roll the punches. And I also wanted to touch on, you'll be so surprised at what the Most High will do in your life because of your faith and obedience. I want to read this in Joel chapter 2 and verse number 12. Therefore, also now saith the Lord, turn ye unto me with all your heart, and with fasting, with weeping, and with mourning, and rent your heart and not your garments, and turn unto the Lord your God, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repent to him of the evil. Who knoweth that he will return and repent and leave a blessing behind him, even a meat offering and a drink offering unto the Lord your God. So that verse 14 stood out when it said, who knoweth if he will return and repent and leave a blessing behind him. And when I read that in different translations, it's basically saying like, you repenting, the Most High might bless you. So it's like, you never know what the Most High can do for you in your life. And then I want to read verse 21 as well. It says, in the same chapter, fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for the Lord will do great things. The Lord does great things. That's also, I want to get Luke 1:37 real quick. Luke 1:37 says, for with Yahawah no thing shall be impossible.
That's right.
So it's just these precepts you really have to, and when you've grown in this walk and you've been through trials and tribulation and test after test, your faith really starts to get increased and boosted. Like, dang, I shouldn't be lacking faith at this point. Like, the Most High has worked so many miracles in my life. Like, I can say personally, I think my faith has definitely grown a lot. Now, granted, yes, that flesh starts to try to rise at times. I definitely had a moment like last week trying to calm myself down. But, ultimately, we really kind of want to get to that point where it's like, I'm leaving in the Lord's hands, because for with the Most High, nothing shall be impossible. He done did so much for me time and time again. I shouldn't even be stressing. It gets to a point you have to grow in your walk. You can't continue to struggle with that same thing over and over again. The Most High has done so much for you, and you still doubting him. And there's this song that the sister be singing to me. She'll send it on Instagram. like audio message and go like, he got the whole world in his hands, he got the whole world in his hands, he got the little bit of baby in his hand, etc., etc. And it's a really cute song, and it just makes me think like the Most High got the whole world in his hands. He got you in his hands. You've been in his hands. And he never dropped you out of his hands. Stop playing with him. He's our father. He got you. But do you?
There's no rap. No, what they say, it's no cap in his rap.
Okay. Look, the Most High wants to see us believe, y'all. He wants to see us believe in him. That's what he wants. He wants to see what did Christ ask that man for? He was like, you believe I can do it? Do you believe I can do it? I want to read this real quick.
Ooh.
This is gonna be a little precept heavy. I want to read this quick. This is John. First, let me get this. 1 John 3 and 22. And whatsoever we ask, we receive of him, because we keep his commandments and do those things that are pleasing in his sight. Say what now? So you praying and you don't think he gonna make it shake when you keep his commandments?
Period.
Stop playing with the Lord. This is John 9:31. Now we know that the Most High heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of the Most High and doth his will, him he heareth. Him he who? He hears. Stop playing. I got another one. We got another one for y'all. John 14. I believe. Let me find it. John 14 and 13. And whatsoever you shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. Mic drop. Stop playing. Okay. These scriptures are so real. And when the Most High has worked testimony after testimony in your life, and worked miracle after miracle, you see how real this book is. Like literally, if you should ask anything in my name, I will do it, that the Father may be glorified in the Son, because who's gonna get the glory at the end of the day? The Most High. He really do it so he can get the glory. He's supposed to get the glory. He do it so we can praise his name and speak of his marvelous wondrous works. And that's what we was reading in the Bible study last week when y'all put out Psalm 105. And so it's like, you got to believe, man. You got to believe this Bible. You got to believe it in its entirety.
Yes.
Rest for now.
I was about to say something. I forgot what I was going to say. But that was mighty. That was really, really mighty. I did want to give sisters a big encouragement. This is 2 Ezra 7 and 57. It says, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. So just remember that this is common. This is common to man. The things that we go through, the temptations that are presented before us, these things are common. It's not like you're not the first and you're not the last sister that is going to have to overcome her flesh and tap more into the spirit. I literally have been going through this, going back and forth to the doctors and things like that, and just exhorting myself. And y'all know I talk about it all the time. I love music. I love psalms. I love hymns. I love certain gospel music, certain truth music, certain things just uplift my spirit. So you do have to find those things that work for you, that help you stay in the spirit. If you know something is beneficial for you, tap into that. Earlier we got on before we got on here, Sister Bear was like, not the baby music, but I've just been listening to music without any words to help calm my spirit, to help redirect my mind. And sometimes you have to switch things up in your routine in order to help you just calm your spirit. Sometimes it's so much other things going on, so many other distractions that add on to the worry or the trial or the tribulation that you might go through. Sometimes you just need some peace. Sometimes you just need silence. Sometimes you need quiet time. Sometimes you need a moment for self-care. But just remember that all of these things, you have to find a balance. You have to find a balance when you're going through these things, or you're going to unfortunately I don't like when they say crash out, but it's going to lead to burnout. It'll lead to spiritual burnout. So you don't want to get through your test halfway. And like the precept talks about, this man began to build, this sister began to build, and she wasn't able to finish. She wasn't able to withstand the winds and the storms and all these things that came with the test because, you weren't able to find that balance. So just remember that don't lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge the Most High, and He shall direct your path. He's the one that's going to help you get through these things. He's the one that's going to show you which way to go. He's the one that's going to bring people in your path to help you. You don't have to run like Jonah. You ain't got to run, okay? You ain't got to be scared. You ain't got to be scared. But, just remember that the Most High, He's not going to leave you or forsake you. Look at the generations of old. Look in our book. That's why we have it. That's why it's here. These things are written for our learning.
Hello.
Our learning.
Hello. And are you learning though? Because it seemed like you just keep failing every test that come your way. Like, are you actually learning? Are you passing any of the tests?
Right.
Get it together.
But that's why I'm saying, like, and if your sister that's in your word, I haven't been saying direct scriptures, but I've been saying scriptures. Okay, so you should be in your word enough that these scriptures, they can play through your mind. You can speak them. You can help. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So if you steady saying precepts over and over and over again, amen, that's building you up. It's building up your spirit. And that's killing off your flesh to go and do what you want to do. To say, you know what? I quit this test. I ain't doing this test. This test is stupid. I ain't doing this. And I ain't got to prove myself to nobody. Or, you don't have to be like that. The test doesn't have to go like that. The test can be very successful. You can pass with flying colors.
If you want
to. You already had the syllabus. You read through it. You knew that you could go to tutoring. You went to your office hours. You supped with the Most High. You called sisters. You had support, and you was diligent in killing off the flesh, the old woman. So it's possible. All things are possible with the Most High. So Lord willing, this is edifying for sisters, and I'm gonna come back and watch this
for sure. That was mighty. Oh, praises. That was beautiful. That made me think, like, the only time people, like, when people fail a test, I was going to say something else too, because you was bringing a lot of good points. But when people fail a test, it's for either a few of these reasons. You didn't prepare, you didn't study. Because, this is what I was going to say first. Sometimes I remember this. I be in school sometimes. I be taking a test. And it'd be at some point I'd be like, bro, I'm done with this, bro. I'm just gonna start marking anything, bro. And like the sister said, it ain't gotta get to that point. Had you prepared yourself with the proper materials, you would pass with flying colors. It's like sometimes you put yourself in that predicament, you put yourself in that situation, that position, when you could have prepared yourself and studied and got ready. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your test ain't gotta go left like that. It really don't. And it makes me think of reasons. I'll just say for me personally now, when I was in school, the reason why I didn't pass the test was for one of these reasons. Either I did not study and prepare myself, or when I got the test and the test was too hard, I gave up because I didn't think that I was strong enough to do it or smart enough. Or number three, I think that might be, or nervous and anxiety.
Oh, listen, I was going to say another thing before you go on. Certain people can get accommodations. The Lord knows if you need accommodations during your test. Okay, but go ahead. My bad.
That was beautiful. Clock it. But this is very beautiful. I want to share one more thing with y'all though, real quick before we go. So I was telling Lily before I got on here that Brielle, she has a walker. She has a walker that she uses to walk. She's learning how to walk. Now her walker would just be chilling in the living room. Now she has one that you can sit in, and she has one that you can actually push. The one that we've been using for her lately is the one that you push, so she can walk herself. And so she's gotten used to it that now when we first put her on this thing, she was not budging. But it's been so beautiful to see her growth for the past few months. Now, her walker would just be chilling in the living room and she would just go start pushing and walking around. Now, she don't be walking fast now. She do be walking like a little grandma. Now, my baby walking like a little grandma. But she be crying. So today, I'm walking in the kitchen. Well, I was about to go walk in the kitchen, but she was fussing, but I didn't feel like picking her up and carrying her. I was like, you know what? Let's walk to the kitchen. So I'm walking and she's walking. She's holding on to my leg. She's holding on to my leg on one arm. And then the other arm, I'm holding her hand and we're walking. She doing good. But then I noticed that every time, like, she kept trying to hold on. Like, I noticed when I was only holding one hand, she kept trying to hold on to something. Like, I showed Lily the videos. Baby girl would not, she kept trying to hold on to the dough. Then we was coming through the kitchen. She kept trying to hold on to the leg rail. And then we was leaving out the kitchen. I had the bathroom trash can, like, kind of in the kitchen a little bit because I was changing it out. Baby girl tried to bend down and hold on to the trash can. Like, she just did not want to let go and just walk. But I had her though. Like, she wasn't going to be by herself. I had her the whole time. I was holding her hand the entire time. She just needed to, I literally told her, come on, baby, trust in the Most High. She just need to let go at the other arm and just walk. Cause I'm trying to like build her confidence up. But I noticed like it seemed like she's only confident or want to walk when she's holding on to something with both hands. And I kind of saw it as spiritual because as we said earlier, sometimes the Most High, he has to let you go so that way you can fly your wings and learn and make mistakes. And it made me think of Peter. Like when I was when I was walking with my daughter, it made me think of Peter when he was hesitant to walk on the sea when Christ had him the entire time. So this is Matthew 14:22. And straightway Yahawashi, I'm gonna just skip down. I'm gonna start at 25. And in the fourth watch of the night, Yahawashi went unto them walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, it is a spirit. And they cried out for fear. But straightway Yahawashi spake unto them, saying, be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. And he said, come. And when Peter was down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Yahawashi. But he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Yahawashi shut forth his hand and said, and caught him and said unto him, O thou little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? And when they were coming to the ship, the wind ceased. Then they were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, of a truth, thou art the Son of God. And so it's like Peter, he had that good faith up until, life got a little boisterous. It got a little hectic. And then he started to doubt. When Christ was there the entire time, he saw him, and we don't even see the Most High, and we be doubting. But it also made me think, like, my daughter, Brielle, she just did, like, she didn't want to let go. Like, she really was convinced in her mind, like, I need to be holding on to something in order to be secure, when all she needed to hold on to was me, because I had her. And likewise, the Most High, all you need is the Most High, boo. Just trust him. It might seem a little nerve-wracking. It might seem a little nervous. Same thing. It might seem a little... but
yeah, it's not supposed to be comforting. That's not how it goes. But that's what I think that's the beautiful part of a testimony. It's like, y'all, because like I was saying, it's common that it's we're in these earthly fleshly vessels. It's common for your nerves to or people to experience different spirits like anxiety and things like that. It's normal. But you do have to put your flesh in subjection and be like, you know what? I ain't never scared. Okay.
Mortify the members, okay? Colossians 3:5, mortify the members.
Yes.
This is very beautiful. I just want to put it in perspective. Like, that's the first thing I thought about. I was like, bro, I'm literally holding her. Like, I got her. She's good. She just needs to let go. And that's exactly how the Most High be like, I got you. Why are you scared? Sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith. Just take the leap of faith. And like she said, it's not supposed to always feel good. It's not supposed to be comfortable. That's going to help you grow. So hopefully my daughter realizes it may seem nerve-wracking at first, but
mommy got me.
Steps, exactly. And when you get through these first few steps, you're going to cruise on through. So all praises. All praises. This is good, man. All praises. I'm about to run it back right now.
All praises to the Most High. Lord willing, sisters was edified through the Spirit. We can't wait to see y'all next episode. If y'all have any ideas for like topics or things like sisters want to talk about or see, feel free to email us. Our email will be down in the description of this video. You can also message us directly on Instagram or shoot us in our inbox, whatever you want to do. So yeah.
Fine. All praise to the Most High. Love y'all. Have a great week. Shalawam.
Shalom.